Congratulate the whole team, cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding this. Tell them line it up, like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones had to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team, cause when you riding like
from the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Washington Commanders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On play action, it's Wentz. They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a throw here to his running back. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. On play action, Wentz slings this deep from McLaurin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit of...
Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commander's touchdown. Joey Sly on for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Mahomes throwing on fourth. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. It's Kelce on the ground. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. He will have the conversion and more than that. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick six. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and goal. Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man right side is Tony. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. In his own end zone, it's Wentz. Samuel bringing in the slant. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing is Wentz. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Gibson again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a play fake. Wentz. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Wentz. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll run with Gibson. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Wentz. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the red zone now, Wentz. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel from 3 yards out. And the Commanders drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Flushed out right. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
That good for 19 and a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
33 yards that time.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Mahomes now on first down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter. And Bell works his way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On 2nd and 10, Wentz. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. I tell you, when Carson Wentz can really step into one and get that 6'5" frame behind it, he can really launch it.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
82.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is...
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he finds McLaurin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Wentz now on 1st down. Thomas brings it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Washington on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Wentz now on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
And, my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And Thomas has it. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it, and it's caught inside the 5, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Wentz to throw. And fights him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple